We are live. Welcome in everybody. TV Sports 27. Welcome back. And it is time for yet another Ultrafan stream. We have hit the mark and our Ultrafan kduckman. Oh, there's a little mic check, so we're going out. Ultrafan kduckman was originally going with another episode of the Denver Broncos franchise, but then messaged me this past week and wanted to switch it up because the Tom Brady episode of Road to the Show dropped earlier this week on the channel, I think on Thursday, and kduckman said, I want to see how this turns out. And I'm glad he did, because the viewership for that particular episode of Tom Brady and the Miami Marlins was pretty high. It was one of our highest viewed episodes in quite some time. So exciting for that, and glad to be part of the action here. We're going to stream for at least an hour and a half here, so till at least 9:30 as part of our Ultrafan. Of course, we're only going to give the Patreon shout-out to kduckman, and if you want to request a stream of whatever you want to see, you can do so at patreon.com/tvsports27, where you can see where the Miami Marlins are sitting here as we go into our next episode. This is Tom Brady's third season in the baseball uniform, and the Marlins are 1-7. And it especially hurts because in real life, Tom Brady has seen the Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers go to the championship games, the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals, and he's in charge of the Marlins here, or at least feels like it, the star that he is. And boy, this team is rough. They are down. They are way down in the dumps. Now, let me do a quick little check here. Let me make sure that I am not being overpowered by the audio, because that is something I have fought with before in the past, and I want to make sure that when I am talking that you can still hear. Maybe you can hear the announcers in the background here. So
James Paxton.
The hello, test, doing a test.
Hello, test. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Okay, I think that's pretty good, right? Like, you can still hear the game, but you can hear me clearly. So that's what we were looking to do. Okay, so I think we're good to go. So again, if you want to request a stream, patreon.com/tvsports27. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button. We are going to go on for an hour and a half, but I think we'll see. I'll try to just stream this one all the way through and maybe break it up into parts, or maybe it's easier to kind of just stop the stream and start it back over. But Tom Brady trying to get this Miami Marlins squad in a good spot, and he's gonna go across first. Maybe I'll go for like 45 minutes, stop the stream, and then do one more 45-minute session or so. But Miami back on the road here. Atlanta Braves, divisional rivalry.
Here it comes, 0-2.
And Duvall strikes out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting.
Hoping to be able to jump on and stream with you guys tomorrow as well on Sunday's Patreon Sunday. So I would expect that we would do an XHL game at some point tomorrow. Now, I was going to say, I could not have timed that any better. I better be safe. So yeah, an XHL game tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that over on patreon.com/tvsports27. And I don't know, maybe even some Mortal Kombat or so.
And this is on the ground to
That's going to be a
Could
double
be
play.
Relay to Freddie, double play, and that'll end
This,
the inning. So no runs
this has the
on
potential,
one base hit, no errors,
and hopefully
no
you
one
guys
left
can just
on.
sit back and
We'll
enjoy
go to
it
the bottom half of inning number
with
2.
Tom Brady, but this has the potential to be a
Back
very,
to the top of the
very
order
long
now, and that'll bring
season.
up the
We
exciting
are just
Ozzie
8
Albies.
games in. And in baseball, at least with football, when you kind of had a bad season, you're still in the playoff hunt until you really lose that 8th or 9th game. That usually doesn't happen in football until you get to like week 12, 13. So by then it's like, okay, fight it out for a couple more weeks. With baseball, if you fall behind early, boy, it's a slog to get through the rest of the season here. And that may be what Tom Brady is kind of facing in front of him, what he might be having to deal with. Did they say that was out? Did he not make the tag? Oh, for crying out
Digging
loud.
in for his
Don't know if he
second
made the
at-bat,
tag or not,
Tom
but we are
Brady.
still scoreless here
He's
in
ready to use
Trucett
the first
Park.
offering.
Counts 1-0.
Let me know how your guys' Saturday has been. Some good USFL action. I had kind of a busy day of moving some stuff and getting some new equipment in here. So I didn't really get to sit down and watch. I caught the end of the Stallions and the Stars game. Pretty exciting stuff. And I saw that the Maulers game came down to the wire. Boy, how many close games have the Pittsburgh Maulers lost this season? Where they were clearly the worst team last year. This year, much better. They're still losing, but their games are so close. It just feels like they're one or two big plays away from, being the team in the USFL this go-round. But I think as Week 8 has just come and passed the Maulers, time is ticking away for Pittsburgh. So, Stanley Cup as well tonight. I'm going to try to look in at some of it. I'm not going to sit there and watch the whole thing, but want to peek in and see a little bit of the action between two teams, and Tom Brady gets walked. Two teams that are looking to win their first Stanley Cup. Both are 0-1. The Florida Panthers, of course, in the early 90s, losing to the Colorado Avalanche, and just a couple years ago, the Golden Knights taking the loss to the Washington Capitals. That one going way back, and with 2 outs, Brady is just going to go all the way around, and it is caught and out. So we remain scoreless in A-Town. And now Atlanta has busted it open, and man, I don't want to pull. I mean, he's still technically a rookie by MLB standards. I don't want to pull the old veteran card of asking for a trade this early on. I don't even know if you could, but this has been a rough situation here. Finally getting called up to the big leagues, and Brady's made it on base twice, and the rest of the team just not doing much at all. And Brady doesn't have, I don't think this is going to be a 10, 15 year MLB career. So this is like the kind of thing where it's almost like Tom Brady's got to feel like we got to get going at some point. I got to come into a contender.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a
and that was a desperation swing from Tom Brady. He strikes out. And Miami has caught up. So here we go. Opportunity. 2 on.
First pitch to him runs a bit inside.
2 out, so not a bunting opportunity for Tom. Going up against a lefty. Right down the middle of the cutter. A bit high, but in the middle of the strike zone. High and middle, but fouled it off. That cutter got him, so... Brady's got to deliver because we can chastise all day long. There we go. That's some solid contact. It is.
On the warning track,
it's caught.
So they pick up 3 runs on.
Boy, that was close, huh?
No errors, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 8th.
That was close.
Atlanta leads it 4-3.
Man, that would have been incredible if that one went over the wall. That would have been the winner for the Miami Marlins, but Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves take it, and the Miami Marlins, they're going to fall to 1-8, a painful 1-8 on the season. Brady on base twice. Wow. What do we got to do? This is the reverse Tampa Bay Rays right now, is it not? Oh, man. Maybe we got to get the alternate. We're not wearing any of our alternate unis yet. Why don't we get some training in? Durability, plate discipline. Let's get some of that boosted. Get that clutch, Mr. Clutch attribute up. There we go. Captain. Brady ought to be the captain, right? All right. Staying on the road, that very, very bleak 1-8 record. I mean, Tom batting .241, which, as you can see there, is better than Brian Anderson and Keon Broxton. Also better than Adam Duvall. And actually quite a few people at Brady's batting better than. The Marlins and the Mariners, the M's, the showdown of the M's, the home of WrestleMania 19, formerly Safeco Field, now T-Mobile Park.
And the Seattle Mariners. It's interleague baseball. Next on
this is an interleague game, yes. Thank you, Matt. We're still not wearing any alternate unis. We haven't seen a single alternate uniform.
What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this
do they not
kind of
do that in the show?
That gives him a lot
which is going to be really disappointing. I was pretty sure they did.
Really tough to hit.
I was sure they did, right?
From the stretch.
I mean, if they do, we got to see it in this series because the Mariners got a whole host of uniform options, but that would be seriously disappointing. Because I know in old MLB The Shows it did, and that's why I would always exit after every single game, because if you didn't, it would keep the same uniform from before. But I'm playing on Show 20, which I think they just came out with MLB The Show 23 recently. Oh, how about that? Ground rule double RBI for Tom Brady. Maybe some team is going to be watching what Brady's doing and saying, I want a piece of that. And we can escape from the Miami Marlins. But yeah, I hope we get to see some different uni options at some point. It'll be disappointing if that's not the case here, and it'll feel very strange as well. If we don't get different uni options.
A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We'll move on. Digging in now for the Mariners, number 10. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate.
Chris Archer on the mound for the Marlins, former Tampa Bay Ray.
The 1-2. This is hit not all that hard out to second. A tag for 1 and nearly a double play.
Got him.
Closer than I thought it would.
Not going to be the. Oh, did they not? They didn't call the double.
So here's the cleanup hitter for
double
Miami.
Play. Oh, we're 2-2. 2-2 now here.
Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls.
You say Kikuchi.
Rojas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Brady is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups.
The left-handed bat, as you heard Matt Vasgersian said, and we purposely did that because in college, in high school, that's how Brady batted. Even though Tom Brady is right-handed, that's the side of the plate that at least Wikipedia said that he would bat on. And he gets rung up on the looking strike, which Brady looking at the ump. Can't believe it. And the Mariners take a 4-3 lead here. kduckman again. This is a kduckman Patreon Ultrafan request stream. And if you want to request various streams, you can either request, like kduckman has been requesting our series. You can request anything. If you want to see
in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here.
Trying to think. I am trying to think of another player. If you want to see Peyton Manning play baseball, Road to the Show, you can request that. Whatever you want to see. I know we have some New York Rangers fans out there. If you want to see some New York Rangers games, let me know. Brady just kind of pops that one up and caught and out. So 5-3. Oh my God. Are we going to hit 10 losses in the first 11 games of the season? That would be absolutely brutal. Oh, Tom does not help his cause right there.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 6-3 game. Now at the plate, Tom Brady. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Just a reminder as well, I am on call this week with my work, so if the on-call phone rings, I'm going to have to pause this stream or maybe stop it for the time being and take the call. So that's why we plug Patreon. Oh, that was a very outside pitch that they called a strike. That's why we promote Patreon, patreon.com/tvsports27. We want to, if you want to help make this a full-time reality where we can stream without the interference of work, that's the place to do it. Also, by following on Twitch, if we can become a Twitch partner, that kind of stuff would help as well as 1,000 subs on YouTube, because then we can monetize, and that will also help get one step closer to becoming a full-time role. So even if you're not able to Patreon, if you're not able to contribute that way, not a problem. The easiest way and the freest way and the cheapest way you can help out is by hitting the follow button or hitting the subscribe button. And most of the views, like I'll show you right now while we're talking, because Tom Brady's team sucks. So this will be more interesting information for you. I think we're going to need a little video here, huh? Keep improving. How about you improve your team? Don't worry about my fielding skills. So the last Tom Brady video that we uploaded was on... I'm looking right now, and I'm going to go through Analytics City right here on you guys. We uploaded a video. Oh, now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Here we go. 3 days ago. And according to the analytics, so we had 130 views, which is a lot for us. And let's see here, the reach. Is that where it says how many?
Number 77 gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer.
Audience, here we go. So Tom Brady's video that we uploaded 3 days ago that got over 100 views, almost 150 views. The analytics, 99% were not subscribed, 1% were subscribers. If you don't believe me, I'm going to take the snapshot right now. I'm going to take the snapshot, and I'm going to go on Twitter, and I'm just going to tweet the picture out. So if you're not following TB Sports 27 on Twitter, I'm going to tweet this out. Boom. And you guys can go look if you don't believe me. So go right now, TV Sports 27 on Twitter, and the Tom Brady, the last Tom Brady video that we did, which did almost 150 views.
This is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's done.
99% were not subscribers. So if those 150 viewers were to just hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button, even if they never come back and watch another video, that would help in a huge way, because if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, then that means we can get to the monetization world. And for those of you that have YouTube Premium, it won't even matter because you won't see it, but it's going to help out the channel in a big way. And then when we get another 150 subscribers, then that just gets one step closer to making this a full-time job, and we can stream more with you guys. We won't have to worry about the on-call. Well, Brady got one out. So that's what we say. 99% of people, 99, were not subscribers on the last Tom Brady video. So all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button. And for the other 500 plus of you that are subscribers, why didn't you watch the new video? Only 1% watched it. What the heck? Oh, man. Let's look at one of my other videos, well, because this could be kind of interesting since this is kind of how this is going. What's one of our recent highly, one of our videos that hit 100 views recently? I know the Michael Vick video did 76 views.
And the pitch.
Here, this video, the Monday Night Raw in Universe mode, that did 667 videos with Becky Lynch and Charlotte as the main event. That would be a good one. So let's look at the analytics for that as we go through. So that's almost 700 people that popped in to watch this on this 1-2 count, and Brady is able to get the swing to go down. As for our audience, so out of 700 subscribers, 18% were from India. That's interesting. 99.4% of 700 viewers on that Becky Lynch Charlotte Raw main event episode were not subscribers. 0.6% were subscribers. That means of our 500 subscribers that we have, they don't give a damn what we're doing. They've had enough of TV sports. They're subscribed, but that's fine. Subscribe and never watch another video again, like our other, perfectly fine. But if that 700 viewers from our universe video that weren't subscribers had hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button, we wouldn't be going on this 10-minute talk right now. We'd be already there. We'd had our 100 goal. We'd be back streaming on YouTube. So that's what we say. Hit the follow button. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Help us out if you're never planning on coming back again, and you're here for just a little bit. Hit the subscribe button. Hide my videos. Don't click on them again. But we would love to have your subscription to help get the word out about our channel, as we are looking at loss number 10 right now. It is not going well again for Miami. We're still not getting different uniforms.
Ready once again, Tom Brady. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this
6-1.
They could certainly roll too.
And not like Brady has lit the world on fire either through this.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner
Switch up
to
the
get
ball a little
scoring
bit there,
position.
perhaps.
That keeps the double play in order, which they need.
We're also running a little promotion here. Of course, AEW Fight Forever coming out next month. We are streaming this episode on June 3rd. It's probably going to drop on YouTube sometime in mid-July, perhaps. So if you're watching live on Twitch, you're getting this episode a full month and a half before everybody else gets it on YouTube. As Brady gets caught looking, he strikes out. If we get 10 new Patreons at any level, and speaking of 10, the Miami Marlins 10 losses. If we get 10 new Patreons before the month of August, and I might even let it bleed into the month of August a little bit since these videos are going to be uploaded in mid-July. 10 new Patreons, that would allow us to purchase AEW Fight Forever, and we will do an AEW Universe season mode, whatever is part of the mix. So head on over to patreon.com/tvsports27 if you guys want to see some AEW on the channel. So this road trip is going to continue. We're going to go for about another 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to stop the episode, and we're going to do a part 2 for you guys on Twitch and also for you guys on YouTube of kduckman's Ultrafan stream request. The famous NLCS 03 Miami Marlins and Chicago Cubs. Cubs doing about as well as they are in real life, 5-6, while the Marlins and still. How do you? I'm gonna Google this. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. Road to the Show, MLB 20 uniforms. Why are we not getting any alternate uniforms?
Right-hander is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88-91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing
of course, no one on Reddit
The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on them. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Tom Brady is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing.
I might have to explore just before I go into the next game, because I feel like we should be getting a much better mix and variety of uniforms, and we're not getting that anymore. Maybe I need to go back to MLB 19 The Show. I'm going to see. Let me look at other years of MLB The Show, if other people have been complaining about it.
Errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful.
Different
now your pitcher
uniforms.
Has to make
Road to the Show,
throws,
different
and
uniforms.
That could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Duvall. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. The set and the 1-1. Popped high in the air. Wisdom is under it. And the inning is over.
You do got to love the touch where early on in the Cubs games, and of course there's no help on mine. Early on in the Cubs games, the ivy has not grown in as per real life.
Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Jason Hayward.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Wind up and the 0-1. Line to the right side. Oh, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Tom Brady. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Tom Brady.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Can Miami cling on to this 1-0 lead and get win number 2 of the season? And Brady, yeah, he don't have the speed to outrun that one. Brady's slumped a little bit too. This has not been the greatest performance for Tom Brady either. And it maybe just could be, I mean, if he can try to improve the spirits of the team. Hendrick's still in there, but he's down 2-0. Brady can rally the troops.
That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. No offer on that.
Wow.
2 balls and a strike.
See how that curveball just floated and just dropped. The nice little drop there of Kyle Hendricks.
He feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
And Brady drills that one. Is Anthony Rizzo? Yeah, Cubby fans, close your eyes. Rizzo still on the Cubs.
The next Cub up, Anthony
Speaking
Rizzo.
of, here he is batting a solid 303. He's been the one of the 3 that's been the most successful of the trio that left Chicago, because Chris Bryant, unfortunately, just has not been able to stay healthy in Colorado. And Javi Baez has just kind of had some up and down years, but Rizzo's been very consistent, and the Cubs have tied the game. Can you believe this? I mean, what more can we say at this point?
A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, big guy, 1 time. Here you go.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and 2 the count.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Had to sit back on the
Yeah,
changeup.
just fouling him off.
Job to get the bat on
Keeping
that
it
one.
alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Everyone check on Stanley.
2-2 pitch. Good
Golly,
changeup
they
in the
finally
dirt.
got
Strike
him.
3.
So Brady is going to go 0 for 4 unless we go into some extra innings. Let's see if the rally can happen. And the Cubs walk it off, and the Marlins fall to 1-11. What's the worst start in baseball history? Let's check. Worst
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this
Start
one, but here's a guy
in
that found a way to
MLB
make a difference.
history.
He's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter.
The
And it had an
1988
impact on the outcome
Baltimore
of this game.
Orioles is what I'm being
else can you
told.
say?
They started the
3-2 to
season
finish
0
in
and
tonight's
21,
game.
so we at least have
Chicago
one
came through when it
win
mattered in the
on the
ninth
board.
On the way to the win. Sam Dyson.
Let's see if we can get some
the
different
win out of the
uniforms
pen.
here. So 0 and 21 is the record for the worst start in MLB history. We're certainly not going to be 0 and 21, but can we get to 22 losses? All right, let's see. Oh, here, choose uniform. Duh. Select individual items. So, but is that going to do that for the Cubs? I want the Cubs to be able to change too. I don't want to just be me. So I selfishly wish the game would just do this. I'm glad this is an option, but I wish the game would just do it on its own. So it's pretty sweet. We can do the throwbacks here. Miss these old uniforms, man. Should we just change it? I mean, if we can pick the uniforms, should we just go with the 03 unis and just say, hey, we need a change? Maybe next season. And I didn't mind these either. A lot of people hated those. I at least liked the colors because they were kind of different. The 93s as well, but they don't have the road. Or they do have the road 93s. So we can do one of those numbers, or we can go with the 03. 03 was the championship year, though. What do you guys like, the 03 or the 95? That would be for next season, though. So, BP Road. But for right now, at least, we don't have a... So we only have one alternate jersey, huh? Let me select individual. We have a lot of throwbacks. I suppose we could do those, but it's going to have that goofy, like it won't have the name on the back, right? So that'll be kind of goofy. So we'll do the alternate here. And then we got to get the road pans. Now, I hope the Cubs will switch it up too. I don't want to just see the other team. Let me see. Other MLB Road to the Show. Change opponent's uniform. But the game used to just do it on its own. So what the heck?
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now.
Because the Cubs are just going to keep wearing the same darn thing.
Mike Soroka is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if
Well,
he's
it's kind of
on, he
lame.
can
Well, at least we
really
can do it
tough
for
to
us. I mean, it's going to be really old.
Let's play ball.
If we're just seeing the same look all the time. But at
And
least
now,
we can finally break
Brady.
out some different
Marlins
unis.
looking for more in the game's opening
And let's see if
frame.
that turns our luck around. I mean, my goodness. We got a 2-0 lead,
Here comes
so
the first pitch.
Nope. Outside.
that was
Well,
a
guys, as
terrible
we look at
pitch.
the Cubs coming into play
This
here tonight,
let's wrap
they
up
do
this
come in
series
fresh
with the
off a
Cubs
victory last
for
time
this
out, but
first
they've been
part, and
giving
then we are
ground
going
in
to
the
do a
division.
second because this is an Ultrafan
Tries
stream,
for the
and
backhand
we
reach to third, but
guarantee
he
with
gets wide and
Ultrafan
glove
streams
down
we
the line.
stream for at least
He's in at second
an hour and a
safely,
half.
as also
That is
on
your
the play, a run
Ultrafan
comes across
guarantee.
to score.
That was a contact swing, so I don't know why.
always
Maybe it
wanna
wasn't. I don't
spot
know.
your pitcher
I
or
feel
run
like that's
to
pretty good.
early on,
But
so
3-0.
he has a
I'm
little
telling
bit
you,
of
maybe
wiggle
this
room
is
with
the
that
luck. We're
bubble,
gonna be
but
like
they're a
the
3-0
the
and
Colorado
absolute
Rockies. If we
cruising.
win,
If this
we're in the
guy on the
black
mound doesn't
alternates.
find a
That's
way to
where we're
get some
wearing
outs,
for the rest of the time until we lose. That might be our good luck.
So it was a
Do they not really have a
strikeout
blue
swinging. Adam Duvall
alternate in the
becomes
mix?
the first out of
For
the
some
inning.
reason, I thought they did. Definitely got to get those throwbacks at some point, too. That's a given. But I hope the opponent
In the air now,
is
out
gonna
to left. Rosario is there.
change their uniforms, and
now.
I wish I didn't have to. I wish the game would just do it. It does for franchise mode. Now that I'm thinking about it, when we do our Diamondbacks, it does. But why in Road to the Show does it not do that? Is very upsetting.
Strikes him out here, so he's able
Or
to
maybe
stop
it's the
bleeding,
opposite.
and
Maybe
his
if
side is
we
retired. So
hit next game, it'll randomize it up.
now in the
Because in the
box,
old
Tom
MLB
Brady,
The
who's
Shows,
all over the
if you
place. 2 on,
exited
2 out, and
the
of
game,
course,
then it would give you
inning
different
number
uniforms.
2.
But if you hit next game,
Grounded
it would
weakly
keep
down the
you in
line
the
for
same
third.
uniform.
This is foul for the first
And that was
strike.
annoying. So I'd have to exit, but maybe in this game it doesn't. We'll test that theory next and see. This is one of the bigger leads from the Miami Marlins. Brady cranks it down the third field line into the bucket or past the scoreboard. Home run for Tom Brady. That's his second major league home run, a 3-run shot. And the Marlins are going to have one of their biggest leads of the season.
7-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Digging in and looking for more, Tom Brady, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Brady. Hey, your pitch right here.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
7-0. This is a thing of beauty. This might be it. This might be the way to go. The black tops.
And it's fouled away.
Drive that pitch, here you go.
Changed
Yikes.
things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Lifted
Ooh,
down the
just
line in
tapped
left.
that one foul.
And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, needs you right here. One time. Let's go.
The 1-2 is swung
Oh,
on and missed.
man.
He got him on strikes.
So Brady can't follow up on his 3-run shot there.
Striding in once again, Tom Brady.
But
He'll
this
look
is
to
looking
bounce
good.
back
Barring a
after striking
collapse,
out his last time up.
this is
Yeah,
going to
kinda shocked he
be
got blown away with the
finally
fastball. You could tell
getting
he
in the
was
win
late on
column.
that one, and we'll see if he
That
tries
one's
to
going
cheat to
down. Is it going to be home run number 2?
Rosario
No, just
settled
dies
under it
out.
To make the play
I
for
got
the
it.
first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. At the plate, Ian Happ. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect for this leadoff guy to try to get on base.
How about that for working on the field? And coach was saying work on your fielding. Jason Hayward, former Cub.
He's 0-for-2 in the ball
He
game
did
so
not
far.
have the greatest run with the Chicago Cubs, and as a Cubs fan such as myself, somewhat frustrating. Obviously, he gets a lot of credit because from what we understand, he had the big Game 7 World Series speech that everyone says rallied the team to victory. But I remember watching him with the St. Louis Cardinals, and it seemed like every pitch that went Hayward's way, he made contact, and he was getting hits, and he was putting that ball in play. And then he came to Chicago, and it just did not duplicate. It did not replicate.
They can't make the play on him.
So there's a lot of frustrating moments there. Chicago trying to make a little comeback. Brady 2 for 4.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
pretty well struck high.
That
and deep
is
to left
going
field.
deep
Back
and
goes
deep.
Rosario to the track.
Oh,
On the
man.
warning
Brady
track, he makes
sent
the catch.
3 of them back today. One of
left
them
for
went
Miami.
out. This
They're on top
was
7-2.
very close to a 3-home run day.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks.
Finally,
and
the
runs,
Marlins.
4-game skid happens
Win
to
number
even the best
2.
of teams.
1988
The key is they
Orioles,
get
eat your
panic
heart
They
out.
just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sandy Alcantara takes the win on the mound, his second of the year.
So let's see.
Mike
If we go to
Soroka
the next
was
game
hit
here,
hard to the tune of
do we
7
get different
earners.
unis?
Takes
Or are
the
they going to
loss.
keep us in the same unis? Are the Cubs going to break out the blue tops?
No errors.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something
We are
started
pinch
with the
hitting,
bases
and
empty
it kept
and
us in the
2 away.
same uniform. So this really sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't like
your
this.
attention, please.
I swear
Number 12.
I'd have to go back and look because I played
Pulled
Road to the
high in
Show.
air out to right field. Hayward
Unless that
has
was
rebound.
unless that was on
And
19
that
only, and if
ends
that's the
inning.
case, I might have to go back and just play 19, play the even
Miami
older
down
game.
in order.
When I played with the
Penalty
character,
beat.
my
So the
character
pitch
named
out
after
of the
me, I was with the Colorado
Well, this
Rockies,
one had its moments of
and they
drama
switched
and
uniforms
excitement.
all
In
the
the
time
end,
because they had the
these guys came
purple,
away with
they had the
victory
black
and
tops
look
with the
on to the next one.
shoulders.
6-1. the
They had
final
everything,
tally
and it
today.
always changed. And for some reason, this isn't. Let me know in the comments.
6 runs.
Most of you on YouTube probably see this. Let me know in the comments. How do you get the uniforms to change other than you doing it yourself?
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've
Like
got
they have a
good
nice
matchup
touch,
in
like the
store
ivy not being
between
grown
the
in.
Miami Marlins.
But it's just the same old
Alex
stinking
Mills
uniforms.
gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to
All
know
right, this is
here,
going to be
Danny?
the final
Kind
game
of a
here,
strange
but we
how
are
he
going to be
pitched
back
last one, Matt.
for
Was
part
able to
2
pitch into the
of
6th inning,
kduckman
wasn't
stream.
able
And
to complete the
kduckman, let me
inning.
know.
They kinda got away
This
from him in the
sucks.
6th.
We
It'll
want
be
different
interesting, Matt, to
uniforms.
see how he
Brady
bounces back in
hits
this
it, drops in there.
Base hit, and
RBI
that ought to get the
advances
runner
the
to
runner to
third.
third.
Now he's safe at third. as
Tom
they jump
Brady.
ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
Adam.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
So striding forward now, Nomar Mazara, and the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. Oh, and a comebacker. This could be big. One there on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Oh,
Side
come on. He was
retired.
safe.
So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Now to the plate, Abiatel Avellino. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Well, we're still in the first inning, huh? Brady getting a lot of action.
Chisholm.
Brady, oh, come on. Oh, and he drops. Are you kidding me?
It drops in the infield. Throw in time.
You've got to be kidding me. That is unbelievable. Got in my way when clearly that was my catch.
To tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just
And then,
90 feet away
oh
at
my
third.
God, and then just drops the ball.
He's set.
That is unbelievable.
0-1 to first, reined in.
Now,
And
luckily,
the
we're going to get out of this
will
inning.
not
Man, we had a lot of
pass as
action
the
here.
Inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Tom Brady. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
The only offense, Tom Brady.
On its way.
Ball one.
Rojas.
5 doubles on the year, which is good for, obviously you see it right there, for the team best.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this,
Gonna play
hitter right
lawyer
here, he
ball,
doesn't
just get
even have
walked.
to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-1.
Oh, man. 50-50 call, and they called in favor of the Cubbies. Cubbies.
And a good
There we
at-bat
go.
that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
At the plate, Adam Duvall.
Adam Duvall.
The 0-2. And a curveball swung.
I feel like I
on.
see
Missed.
Duvall do
Great
that a
ball
lot.
there as
Just-
the inning is over.
Just strikes right out.
Couple
But that
of
happened to
walks, but
Brady
no damage.
a
We're back
lot
with more on a
in
Sunday
Wichita
afternoon
as well.
following this.
So, Cubs have the lead.
The first baseman.
Brady 3 of 11 here in this
Here it
series.
comes. Slice down the left side, but foul. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Swing.
Brady
line drive.
crushes
That's gonna be
it back. He loves that left
trouble.
side of
Through
Wrigley
first and hustling
Field.
for second.
And another
And he
double.
is into second base with a leadoff double.
Make it
Finally,
6.
a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield
So
scores.
Tom
Then
Brady
who knows what
performing
kind of role
quite
they
well
can
at
get on.
Wrigley.
Gotta
Maybe
take it one good at bat
maybe
at
Chicago
a time.
wants to get a grip.
Throws in time, and that's out
Again,
number
someone
one.
had to remind me because I don't remember. I think the Cubs and the Astros won the 2 World Series here in MLB The Show that we didn't simulate, but when we were in the minor leagues.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the
Oh,
game.
my
at
God.
least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Tom Brady
Got him, and missed the
90
breaking
feet
ball
away.
there.
Come
No
on,
runners
90
goes down
feet.
for out number 2 in the top half.
The left fielder.
Bring us home.
Frankie.
Bring us home. Come on. One solid hit. Guy's got 85
To hold the
pitches.
lead
Light
with
him
the
up.
delivery. Swung
Oh,
on
my
and missed,
God.
And that's the final out of the inning. Marlins leave 1.
Send us to Boston. Send us to Tampa.
Trying to pick things
4-1
up where we left
Cubs.
off. Tom Brady. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
And that left side of the field
Line
again.
drive, base hit to left field.
And it's going to be another double.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one.
So this is going to be your best opportunity here, thanks to Tom Brady, who's had a really good day.
All weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll
See
be
the
happy
Brady
when this
stats
series
on
is
the wall
over,
back
so
there.
they don't have to deal with this
We're
dude
going to see
anymore.
Duval.
So
Duval.
digging in now, Adam
Can he
Duvall
drive
got on
in
top of one and was a ground out
these
that one
runs?
last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace
Home
a line
run
drive,
ties
a
it.
bit of potential home run.
There's a
He
swing,
goes
and he sends the ball
back to
high
the
in air
track.
into left field.
Oh, up against the...
Made in
Oh.
front of the ivy, and now here comes the runner.
Well,
from
that's going to be a
third.
sacrifice, which is going to at least get
Run from
one
third, and
across. So
don't
that's
look now,
good.
but the lead's cut to
Which
2
means
here.
a game can still be tied with a home run here.
And now the power hitting
But you got a
outfielder, Nomar
190
Mazara.
hitter.
Runner in scoring position
Maybe
with
you think
Chicago.
about pinch hitting in this opportunity. Manager's not going to do that here.
And that misses
And
ball
it's a
4,
looking
so
strike.
first and
Nope,
second now
it's a
with 2
walk.
out.
That was a great
Okay.
battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a
And
walk.
doesn't get much
Gotta
better.
tip the
Another
cap
0
to
for
the
3 batter
out there.
coming up, but this time, don't need the home run. A solid double ties this game up.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
And he strikes out.
Struck him out, and it could have been worse.
Wah, wah,
The inning
wah,
over with
wah.
only a run coming across to score. Marlins.
So there you have it. And that is going
Nice
to do
job
it.
here to
Chicago
clean up,
takes
slam
it.
the door.
That wraps
That's
up this
his first
series,
save of
and
the
that
season.
is going to do it
Certainly
as
won't be
Tom
his
Brady
last.
goes 3 for 3. Part 1. Hey, he touched the first base 4 times. Part 1 of kduckman's Ultrafan stream coming to a close. For those of you watching on YouTube, we will be back tomorrow for part 2. For those of you watching on Twitch, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We stream for 50 minutes. We guarantee at least an hour and a half. Let's go. Let's look at the calendar and see what we got here. So we played through 3 series here. Let's see if we can't get through the Mets. Maybe get through this whole homestand. Let's see if we can't do that. Let's try to promise this homestand here. Maybe that's how we can do it. Can we do road stand and away stand? Home stand and road stand. So we were on the road for quite a while because we were in Atlanta, Seattle, and Chicago. Finally returning home. Returning home with a 3-13 record. Not good. We'll see what happens. Mets, Cubs, Phillies. Up next, kduckman's Ultrafan.